Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to,
And as well, it wasn't very good last game, but this game it looks pretty spicy. Let's go for Drow instead. Interesting. There isn't too much jump on Felt. The one thing they...
The swarm bugs out onto him. How quickly can they destroy the steel Boko? Might decide to run forward, tempted by how low this Mars is getting. Very dangerous. He'll still make the jump, diving the tower. Will he be able to find the kill? There's going to be usage of the heals, but it's not enough. Steel Boko. I also have no idea what they're going to do at that point. Well, need to prevent her from getting there. Right now, though,
OD moving in.
Around this runes here, OD might find a kill, gets the banish off after he gets glimpsed back, and look at Wake Me Up running in to just quickly kill the courier. The juke attempts for the disruptor certainly will not happen, so we're just gonna have a heads up kill. Wake Me Up might die on the 4th tick of the Thunder Strike, and he will.
At this stage, it's gonna be very hard for Quop to stay in lane once OD returns. It's also gonna be hard for a disruptor.
Get a kill onto disruptor. Yep, it's very hard. Well, easy now. You're dead. Mark though, looking for revenge, jumping forward to find Wake Me Up and Sonic Wave. What can still happen as this game scales further?
They really need the level 6s on the supports for Team Magnus. Shadow Demon is gonna get it now. Disruptor too. Let's see what they can do here.
Dave will be out with the Astral Imprisonment. They still do have access to this glimpse. They don't get the silence from the Gust, however. Spear of Mars tossed back after the arena, and they do get some damage out onto Zora. They drag him back now with the glimpse, and Sonic Wave will clean him up. Does calm at the cost of Shrapnet's life, but they don't care about this. They're happy, and they got 3 heroes caught inside a kinetic field. No follow-up, however. Mark did jump in and got mean hammered. They'll be able to take out the Queen of Flame, dropping the Sonic Wave was not going to be enough earlier on in the fight, because without it, you have no counterplay against Sanity's Eclipse, so the burst emerges from the OD.
Comfort? It's gonna get disrupted here. No Demonic Purge coming out just yet. It looks like the Wraith King is gonna be going for the Desolator first.
So gonna be boats up, but they're taking a fight right now. The boat's gonna crash in onto the Shadow Demon, but they're inside the arena, and Static Storm drop down onto the Kunkka and the Wraith King. They don't have enough damage to kill either. Comfort, armlet toggling, gonna be able to survive quite a lot. The drag back on with the glimpse, they bring the Kunkka into the fray, but it's gonna cost them the life of this Mars potentially. He gets brought back into a death knell. At the same time, Sonic Wave flew through Zor, but not gonna be enough to get the kill. Mark? They come across this kill onto the Weaver. They commit the arena for this as well, and they also get a nice ultimate out onto Zor. Static Storm will be there as well. There will be no boat. There will be no easy way to save himself. Gets shot back in the face with the Spear of Mars. Blade for this game. Well, we'll talk about that in a second, but Comfort just jumps in onto the Disruptor. They find revenge for the death on the OD, and now they're going in though. Arena beautifully committed onto 2. What will they get out of this? Sonic Wave emerges to get the first life out of this Wraith King, but Jack is so low, and they've already used the save, and Wraith King with the blink directly onto Drow does his job in the fight. Takes out the enemy carry. Everybody else is trying to TP out. Astral Imprisonment will prevent Mars from being able to do that. He gets right-click down, and at the same time, they found Mark in the trees. How did that happen, Wingblade? So by blinking out to safety, they did buy back on the Disruptor. Mark also returned to this side of the fight, so he couldn't keep the push going bottom. And sadly, they don't find what they need. Wraithfire Blast, Manta dodged by Jack. He's trying to get himself away right now. Will be able to do so, walking up the hill. Spear of Mars connects directly onto this Weaver. It gets saved by the Astral Imprisonment. Mars might not be so lucky though. It gets jumped on by Comfort, but there's going to be the disruption, keeping him alive. They take out the first life from Comfort. Solji came into the fight, dropped down the Sanities. They do take away the life, but it's just the Aegis life. Jack somehow still alive in the BKB timing. Marks doesn't have that though, so his BKB expired a bit too soon, so he ends up losing his life in the fight. Wraithfire Blast thrown onto the Shadow Demon on the high ground as they take out the Mars on the low. Trying to run away, trying to get out with the Slimmer Cape. Going to the pit, which is being solo sieged right now, and Felt not yet revealing that they're inside here. Yeah.
They can't focus the Wraith King because there is 2 kinds of saves. Static Storm is wasted. He tried to force the BKBs, but just ended up giving away a big cooldown.
There's absolutely no reason to use any of your BKBs in that situation. Like you said, they're aware that they don't have that great of lockdown. And now here comes Comfort, almost 3-shotting the Disruptor. Get Disruption out onto that hero, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He ends up getting brought down. OD finishes off the Roshan, the Torrent Storm from Zore everywhere. Meantime, Jack isolated on this far edge of the fight. Will he die to the right clicks? Yes, he will. BKB TP out will not be successful. The Spear of Mars, stolen by Wake Me Up, will catch out on the Trap Nest. Will be dragged back in. They get the Astral Imprisonment, they get the Mean Hammer out, they get the damage, they get the team fight win.
Is he willing to commit?
Here we go. X-Marks. Coming back. Mars is going to be able to blink away. You have a disruption onto Comfort, so now his own illusions are beating him down. It's actually not an insignificant amount of damage as OD blinks forward to eviscerate the Disruptor. Will be forced into buying back as two heroes, both Mark and Trapnest, caught inside a torrent. They just want to defend these melee racks. Static Storm drop down onto this Kunkka, but the Aghanim shot lift on the Rubik will save him. Comfort jumps forward to get the dieback out onto the Disruptor. In the meantime, just standing his ground, beating the strongest as the BKB from Salty trying to run down Trapnest. They get that kill. Sonic Wave coming in from Mark allows him to kill the Weaver, but that's all they get because Mark dies immediately afterwards. Jack and the Smalls no longer have access to BKB, so how on earth do they fight Comfort, who's just activated one of his own, get himself a triple kill by running down the Drow Ranger. He dies without buyback, she brought out for the Hurricane Pike. Now Mars left behind, all alone, will not be able to mount the defense by himself. Will at least help them set up for a kill onto Wake Me Up. You know, that's gonna satisfy Mars at the very least, but doesn't satisfy anybody else on the team. As they lose the fight, they lose the racks, they lose the game. GG is called. Felt take game number 1. Woo! It's quite decent.
It looks like Feld needs a mid laner. They're gonna be going for the Ember. Right, so we get a nice spirit matchup on the mid.
I suppose it's
Zor.
Okay. So showing up, he's gonna fight and contest for this one. Will he be able to outclick? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He makes it happen. We get the 3, but they might lose the life of the Kunkka here. Potentially not worth it, especially because the death goes in the favor of Jack. And as these heroes are trading, we take a look at middle, the two brothers contesting each other. A lot of damage though being put out onto this Skywrath mage. Will he die here? No. Beautiful torrent to buy time and space, but the chase on from the Tusk, looking for this kill. He's diving the tower. He's getting debated around though. Can't afford to make the full jump. Will settle for the courier kill, but might end up losing his own life. Nope. On the Scarlet mage. That's alright. Will he find anything here? Okay, Remnant back. Solji is going for this one. The torrent's out. They kill the Tide Hunter. That's death number 2. Give us our 3rd one, y'all. Mark getting dragged back by the X marks the spot. Of course he has to dissimulate, so there's no threat in this situation.
It's gonna be in a lot of trouble, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he's just let's just say aggression, optimism, interchangeable words for the positioning we just saw from him, and ends up getting wasted away. Tusk will come find some very good revenge here in the top lane, rolling in with the snowball. Might be able to pick up Solji. Doesn't have a remnant out just yet. Will be forced to throw one. There is a Ravage, but they definitely don't want to commit it unless there's a bit more follow-up from happening.
Yep. Aside from the Screaming fight, don't scream at your teammates.
On the... I mean, you know what I mean by scream at my teammates. I'm not gonna open com and start yelling at them. It's like, hey man, sure. But that death is certainly gonna hurt him right now.
The Yules is gonna be up for the Void Spirit as well. Okay, Kunkka has the armlet. How quick is this kill gonna be?
I thought the earlier kill was gonna happen. Now he has Coco Rum buff. This is... how quick this kill is gonna be? Never. That's how long it's gonna take them. An eternal amount of time to find Zore. They drag back this Tusk with the X marks the spot. They find that kill. And Soji just happy to distract him and confuse them in the midst of the fight. But now he's gonna get dragged in. Aether Remnant out from the Yule Scepter. They get the kill, not even requiring the Ravage. But at the same time, they don't have good vision right now. So trying to make a jump could be a bit dangerous, but They make it happen anyway. They'll isolate the first target in the Tusk. Will they kill him quickly? No, they won't. There's a Ravage. Follow this up with the Snowball. Already gotten the kill onto Solji. And Zore finally will die. The double kill for the Terrorblade. It took a while, but Kunkka will eventually tumble after all this tankiness.
Something like Daedalus would be ideal, but I would be very afraid of TB going for a butterfly. So MKB may be needed.
Yeah, TB needs to deal with the crash of a boat into his face. He doesn't have a BKB. There's going to be the Mystic there as well. BKB activated by Comfort will not allow himself to get taken advantage of by the Ravage. So they want to try and force a fight before the big man gets taken, and they stand directly onto the pit as well. Little do they know that Felt are not going into the pit. They're just skirting right past it because they also don't want this fight. But there's a Blink Rabbit coming in from the Tidehunter. He was waiting in the trees to get the quick kill onto Bane, but now BKB is activated by the Kunkka as well as the Troll. It only goes onto the illusions though, the damage from the Battle Trance of Comfort. In the meantime, Zore gets surrounded by Mark as well as the Tidehunter and the Terrorblade. They will finally be able to kill him. It's a double kill for the moment. They ignore Comfort for this as he just TPs out to home, but the big objective is that they won the fight enough that they can go into the pit.
If Troll gets the opportunity to right click, there is still the Weaver.
Solji forced to use BKB here. Actually able to kill this Tusk at the same time. Mark got Fiend Drift, and here's Comfort. Looking for a target. Okay. The time lapse is gone, so they actually have to run away. Mark in trouble. Mark gonna eat some right clicks. Mark is gonna die, but Comfort activates the Battle Trance. There is still an Aegis that's sitting right now on Jack. He gets saved by the illusions, tanking up some of the right click damage. There's gonna be the Sunder coming in from him. Who is gonna win this toe-to-toe matchup? As the Anchor Smash is gonna help a little bit from this Tidehunter once the BKBs expire, but it doesn't help at all if you're dead. They do manage to take him out. Also, a silence out of the trapness, not going to enable them to get a kill. They clear out as much of the creep wave as possible. And top lane, alright, if you can do it to us, we can do it to you. Comfort steals away a tier 3 tower. They're going to try to take a fight. Blink, Ravage, catches onto 4. Bane going to be the first one to die without buyback. Kunkka follows him in the grave. Both him and Skywrath do have buyback though. They're forced to use it immediately. BKBs from Comfort and Solji at the forefront of the fight. Solji go back in. Without Ravage, they feel a lot more confident about this, but it's still a dangerous place to be. Sage is still available for Jack for another 90 seconds. Eye shots don't connect, and Comfort will be allowed to use his spider legs, get back into the base. And Solji might be dragged in by the Aether Rep, indeed he is, but is the damage there? No. Both helps out. Give him the Coco Run. He's still alive. Comfort about to die though. Will he lose his life before he gets off the Satanic? No, he doesn't, but he's not allowed to lifesteal just yet. He gets the chance. The misses off the whirling axes don't allow TB to get in the kill. Now everybody else needs to flee. The damage in onto Tidehunter. They force him away from where Jack is. Do they find him? No, they don't. They couldn't stop the TP out, but the Tidehunter does kill his arch nemesis in the Kunkka.
I did full at melee range. That's just a terrible experience.
Blink Ravage onto Zore. They know there's no buyback on this Kunkka if they can get this kill, and they can. 115 seconds, gone and gone. No buyback available. And they make this hold. They've been utilizing this boat very, very well on the side of Felt. On the Pirate, they smoke up on Felt. They need to do something special here. Jack gonna get jumped on. This is the blink. Okay, here comes the Orchid. Forced off away. Onto Jack. Aether Remnant dragging back this Troll for a little second. They just want to protect the buildings. And look at this. Look at this Terrorblade illusion beating down on this. But Mark gets killed by Comfort. And will they be able to take out the illusion as well? Yes. It gets bashed at the last second. They've also caught Jack. Comfort back onto the TV. There will be a BKB time-lapse. Chapness, though, now doesn't have a time-lapse for himself. They've lost 3. Seems a certainty they're going to lose at least 4. But they're trying to make sure it's not 5. The fear back. Will they kill Comfort in time before he gets off the Satanic? Yes, they do. 99 seconds in the grave. Does have buyback. But the Terrorblade with the Aghanim Scepter. They know, Team Magnus know that this fight is coming. They have to be aware of this. Where will the jump go? Solji, he finds out with the help of the Comfort Warlord, they do catch out the Tusk, but he gets time-lapse back to his safety. Mark though getting Fiend Grip, and now Comfort trying to turn onto Jack. Would he have the damage to kill him? Terror Wave will come out. There's the second Ravage. Would he get off any of the Satanic? Yes, he does! He's still alive, but he still ends up losing his life. Cannot fight against the Terrorblade. Terrorblade will activate the Sunder as well. Back up to full HP. Comfort forced to buy back. Hunter also died in that fight and also fought back. And they're going on to Jack now. They should be able to kill him with these buybacks. Triple kill up for Solji. And with the damage out onto Troll, nobody can help him out. Tidehunter used both Ravages already. Doesn't have another one. There's no other BKB for Jack. No other Aegis. No other life. That is going to be TB in the grave for 100 seconds.
Radiant are scanning.
That seems balanced to me. Wingblade, what's the issue? I see no problem here. Oh, Mark, no, Mark, be careful, my friend, be careful, be careful. BKB feeds grip, gotta watch yourself. Mark gets taken out in a hurry, and he takes the first Ravage with him. Solji, though, jumping deep into the fight with his own BKB, will provide enough protection to come right back. Sore also used BKB, but he might have gone a little bit too far forward. But here comes Comfort, blinking in onto Jack. They've got the right click out with the Battletron. Time-lapse will be there to save his life. Mark trying to jump back in onto the Syreth Mage. Not going to be able to find this kill just yet, but he's definitely going to be gone. But Mystic Flare will take out the Tusk first as well. Comfort blinking in once more. There's the Hurricane Pike you talked about to push Comfort away from the fight. Jack, will he be able to survive this? Yes, he will. They get the Troll. He buys back though, wants to utilize the second life as they now have the stun disable out onto Jack. Will they be able to get this kill though, because they've lost Scareth Mage and Bane. Solji might be lost too. He dies. He does have buyback. But somehow felt keeping them out. They put a full Mjolnir on Solji. And they go into Jack. Oh, Jack inside a torrent. Jack is going to lose the first life. Time lapse will be there though. Very nicely done. Keep him alive. Snowball will also be there for salvation. But they got the kill on Mark. And Mark is just down for the count. No buyback available for him. They lose the first life of the Aegis. There's going to come out the double Ravage. But it's not done nearly enough here, Wingblade. Jack getting chased down. Comfort really wants this kill. Can Jack get out? Will he get bashed? Will he get bashed? No, he won't. He will not get bashed, nor will the Tidehunter. Both of them do manage to mount an escape. And everybody from Team Magnus fleeing as fast as they can. Comfort finds him. Oh, no reveal. Mark, they know for a fact it's a dieback as well. So Felt, they're coming in. They want to get some racks of their own, some building pressure up for themselves. Here on the high ground. We'll see if Comfort as well as Solji will get caught out very far forward again this time around on this push. Great job with these gushes to prevent them from going in. Jack pops BKB, but he's jumped on by Comfort. Will he get Abyssal Bladed? He gets stunned. No Abyssal Blade just yet. His BKB is finished. Here comes the Abyssal. Here comes the triple remnant from Solji. Without BKB, he doesn't have the refresher. Needs to be careful, but Walrus kick back onto Solji with the silence as well. Ember Spirit is gone, down and out for 2 minutes. Does cost the Tusk his life though. Everybody else from Felt, can they flee? Mark, Nightmare up. Steel Boko will not be able to escape from this with his life. Does die. Has buyback available though. Wake me up. Yeah, Team Magnus. It's very frustrating for them to be in this dominant position but not have the victory. Ironically enough, that Weaver, he bought out for a Vlad, so he's the only hero on the map right now without buyback. But Jack with the double damage rune wants to start to close this one out. They're clearing out all the buildings in the base. Solji jumping in, gets caught immediately with the Hex. Oh no, Solji saved by the Nightmare but will not have salvation from the Ravage. Will be forced to buy back. Comfort also now getting Walrus kicked into a bad place. He activates the Battletron, but everybody has some kind of way to kite him around in this fight. But at the same time, Mystic Flare takes down the Terrorblade. Mark getting zoned back by Solji. Feeds grip out onto Mark. Another kill onto Void Spirit. Tuskar dies too. He buys back. There's been buyback on the side of Felt.
Because Troll did 1000 damage in that fight.
Ravage! Catches 3. Bane though buys back immediately, and Solji doesn't die fast enough. Still has access to the BKB. They're going back. They want Jack. Jack will have his own BKB this time around though. Comfort waiting until he has the Battletron. Doesn't want to blink in too far just yet. Mark, maybe a bit too far forward. Needs to watch himself. They're throwing in the Torrent Storm. Sore got kicked out by the Tusk. Tusk in a little bit of danger. The Torrents are going to connect onto the Terrorblade. Not allowed to dish out the damage, but he gets time lapse back. As Mark will E-Blade into the Bane. Get the quick kill. That will be a dieback on Bane, but now we have a death onto the Tidehunter. He does that buyback, brings it back in. Trapness dies, trying to chase down Solji, doesn't have it, and now they've gotten Terrorblade potentially isolated. Tidehunter helping out. Kunkka buys back, Skyrath Maze buys back. We have a Hex on to come out. Comfort, gets back in the fray, gets off the Whirling Axes, and they don't have the damage to kill him. Jack in so much danger. He gets off the Thunder, but he also gets bashed right next to the Ancient. He wants to end the game right now. There's going to be the time lapse. He gets a triple kill by killing the Kunkka, and he's trying to force off away from Comfort. He gets a Rampage. Terrorblade is doing it. Terrorblade is winning this game. Solji is trying by himself to hold it all together, but it's not going to be enough. Give the Terrorblade the double Rampage, man. And there it is. He gets it. It has to be done now. GG is called. About throw in the towel, and Team Magnus take a shocking win.
I mean, offlane Void with the new time dilation, it's a little bit better than it used to be. That being said, I still think it's not very good, but this time it's gonna be alright.
No more additional games. Felt have the opportunity to get this game and go 1-1 in the group. And at the same time, Team Magnus has a chance to be able to go 2-0. And at the top lane, they're going to be making this a lot easier by getting the first blood onto Comfort. And Zore just been doing the same thing he's been doing the entire series. Although he might die here. Lucent Beam into the Fire Snap Cookie. There we go. Little Shredder. The last right click from Jack. Emerges at the perfect moment. Everything's fine down bottom. They've been bringing in Trapness just to make 100% sure that things do stay fine. And they come across Wake Me Up. Windrim away. Shackle Shot doesn't connect onto Jack, so they don't have any follow-up. But the Snap Cookie onto 2. Beautifully done by Team Magnus. Torrent will be on 3, but Mark shows up to make sure that it will be immaterial. Jack, that's what they wanted. Shackle Shot doesn't connect. Ah, so sad. And now they might be set up onto 4 or 5. Exorcism forced out early. They really want to try and take this. They try to bring down the Bane, but there's the first bubble of the game. Morty's Kiss is flying over onto the DP. The ghosts get taken out super early on as the Kunkka jump through with the Astral Step from Mark. It's going to be a double kill for Jack just before right-click damage. Say efficiently, but very, very far apart on the map. Oh, Chrono might come out, but the silence hits first onto the Faceless Void. He gets saved, though, both by the Fire Snap Cookie and by the Snowball, but it's not going to be enough. He dies eventually, loses his life, but Mark comes in looking for a kill onto Solji. Won't be able to find the Zore with the boat helping to crash through the Torrent, making the space that they need. They're going to be able to win out this fight. They do eventually kill Solji on the far side of things. The Zore dragging back Mark, hoping to try and find a kill onto this Void Spirit. He's able to escape onto the high ground. We see Solji coming across the Snapfire, so they also know where this Death Prophet is at. They get the grip out onto this Luna. Do they have enough to get this kill? No, they don't. They jump back in immediately with the Aether Remnant to create space, and Jack also pops BKB eclipse. They're going onto Solji. Exorcism or no, this DP will get taken down. Fish.
What does this Void Spirit want? He's been tailing Death Prophet for a while.
I think he wants to kill her. He wants to kill her, you know? DP all by her lonesome on the top side of the map. They might not even be done just yet. Looking for Zore as well. Ice Shard will be there onto the Kunkka. They will be able to get the damage out. Not enough for the kill just yet. The boat will enable some Coco Rum as well. Mark does have Yule Scepter, Aether Remnant in a moment, will commit it. They have this damage with Morty's Kisses flying in and a Walrus Punch Blink, which allows them to also take out Steel Boko. There we go. Give me Aegis, baby. And also, oh no! Comfort gets found out here on the high ground. Morty's Kisses will follow directly from the jump that Mark made. They try to go for a Nightmare save. It's not going to be enough. Here comes the Faceless Void. Chrono catches on the 2, but they do manage to take out this Luna, and they got the Fiend grip out onto the Faceless Void. They're dead. Jack will try and trigger off the BKB to try and survive this. Will they be able to get the Luna out? Yes, they do. Nobody else will be that lucky though. And Tusk tossed up into the air. They'll find a quick kill there for Comfort.
Fortunate.
Oh god. That would be hilarious. And Comfort comes in on the high ground. Time dilation to start this one off. The Fiend's grip coming out onto this Luna. They don't have Chrono to cancel this. Morty's Kissel will come out, but the save there with the Snowball. Jack gets to stay alive. And now here come the rest of the heroes to get the turnaround. Eclipse also flies through from the heavens to bring down several of these targets. What a shackle shot onto both the Faceless Void and the Trapness. Very beautiful plays there. And they managed to get the 2 kills off of this, make that a 3rd. Comfort allowed to right-click through everybody.
She hit 25 as well. Now she's slowly gonna work up to getting all of the talents.
Let's see see if they can bring this down. They actually might want to turn onto Jack. They don't have the full complement of a lineup here. This is a very greedy jump from Team Magnus. Gale Force from the Wind Ranger gonna push them all back, and there's the Fiend's Grip gonna be onto Jack. There's no salvation here. They are able to kill him. Luna down for the count. Snapfire follows her into the grave as the Tusk on the high ground trying to get away from this fight. They fly back on Snapfire. Sharpness, one more right click will kill. It's going to be a Crypt Storm that does the job as Faceless Void also taken out by the right clicks of Comfort with the Death Prophet helping out. 5 minutes ago, okay, maybe a bit more, but not long ago, they were winning this game handedly. And now, they've been double racks. The game might end. There's gonna be a chrono. Comes out onto 2. It's the DP and the Medusa, and they kill the DP first and foremost. Ghosts are down on her, and now they want Comfort. Do they find the kill? No, they don't. This Medusa's just way too damn strong. You mentioned it, that even inside the bubble, she no longer can die. Comfort will demonstrate it. And that is gonna be the game. Steel Boko with a little bit of the BM to close this one out as they get the mega creeps. Felt with this Medusa, their faith close it out in game 2, but they're here right now. Wingblade prepared to close it out in game 3. Kunka gets jumped on right now. Nightmare draws to save him. Medusa's back, so they won't be able to kill. A tidal wave actually drags the Faceless Void towards the Medusa. Down for the count without buyback, followed in by the Tusk. That's it. There has to be no other options. Mark will make one last play, but he knows there's no way to do this. It is done. It is over. GG, well played is called. Team Magnus give up the ghost and Felt get themselves the game 3.